Okay, so for this video, you're going to need a scratch piece of paper because we're going to do problems that are not in your book. You're going to need on your scratch piece of paper those two boxes and then an equal sign in between. We are going to draw out our algebra tiles to solve these problems. So our first problem is going to be 2 parentheses x plus 6 equals 16. So first of all, I'm going to draw it out. So this problem now says I have two groups of x plus 6. So x plus 6, and I have two groups of that. And then the other side, it equals 16. So I have 16 positives. All right, I always work on the side that has the variables. So on the left-hand side, I have 2 x's plus 6 is 12. So I have 12 positives. So to get rid of those 12 positives, I'm going to add 12 negatives. What you do to one side, you always have to do the other. So I'm just going to add 12 negatives. Now I'm going to get rid of my 0 pairs. So those are 0 pairs, those are 0 pairs. Over here, I have those, and those. So now I'm left with 2x is equal to 4 positives. So since I have 2 x's, I'm going to split them into 2 equal groups. Since I split that side into 2 equal groups, I have to split this side into 2 equal groups. Therefore, 1x equals one group of positive 2, or x equals 2. All right, your next problem. I have 4 groups of x plus 2 is equal to negative 4. So again, I have 4 groups of x plus 2. So there's one group. 2 groups. 3 groups. And 4 groups. And that's equal to negative 4. I always look at the side that has my variables, so I'm looking at the left-hand side. I have 2, 4, 6, 8 positives, so I'm going to add 8 negatives. What you do to one side, you always do the other, so I'm going to add 8 negatives. I'm going to get rid of my 0 pairs. And then the other side actually doesn't have any 0 pairs because all we have is negatives. So now I have 4x is equal to negative 12. So since I have 4 x's, I'm going to split them into 4 equal groups. And what you do to one side, you have to do the other. So I'm going to split the other side into 4 equal groups. So now I have 1x is equal to one group of negative 3, or in other words, x is equal to negative 3. All right, your last problem. We have 3 parentheses x minus 5 is equal to negative 9. So this time I have 3 groups of x minus 5, or x and 5 negatives. Is equal to negative 9. All right, always work on the side that has the variables, so I'm looking at that left-hand side. I have 5, 10, 15 negatives, so I'm going to add 15 positives. What you do to one side, you always have to do the other. I'm going to get rid of my 0 pairs. So now I have 3x is equal to 6 positives. So since I have 3 x's, I'm going to split it into 3 equal groups. But you do the one side, you always have to do the other, so I'm going to split them into 3 equal groups. Therefore, 1x is equal to one group of positive 2, or in other words, x equals 2. All right, your assignment is now to do the same thing, drawing out these problems on page 479 in your book and doing number 3 through 6. Again, you're going to draw these out on number 3 through 6 on page 479.